If you don't have a good peel off, pop off, or soak off method for claw nails or just extensions in generals, don't do claw nails. I think filing them off was probably one of the most miserable experiences that I've had taking off nails in a while, which is kind of crazy because I typically have a pop off method that works for me, or a peel off method at least. And I didn't for these claw nails because I haven't had a good peel off base in a while. And that really sucked. Don't recommend. I did spend about 30-35 minutes filing it off. I don't think I could have done it had I not had that gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful Goi drill. Nothing will ever compare to it ever. I think that's the best product. It is now my holy grail product. I love that thing so much. But I had to take those nails off. Am I gonna use rhinestone glue? No. What should I use to attach this? I think I'll just use my terrible peel off base from Beetles, because I still have it. And I'm gonna keep using it. And I'm gonna keep complaining about it too. No one asked. Anyways, I have to wear puncture-proof gloves for work, right? And they have no give in the cloth whatsoever, for good reason. And those nail charms, my little jigsaw and it clown, they were being pressed up towards my cuticle skin and making contact with my skin, which they didn't whenever I glued them on. So there was like an insane amount of pressure being put on my fingernail nail bed. And I felt a pop on my pinky, but the nail didn't lift. And I was like, this feels actually horrible, and this doesn't have a nail charm on it. I think I was just putting too much pressure whenever I was working on the claw nail, because it extends a little bit past your finger pad. And so I was gripping things differently. And I came home and I was like, actually, wait, I skipped a really big part. I had a very strange encounter in an alleyway with another man, and I did not enjoy it. Everyone's okay. Nothing happened. It could have gone badly, but I am a master at de-escalation, which I don't want that on my resume because I never want to be put in that situation again. But everyone's okay. Everything's fine. I came home. I felt like I needed to nap for 70 years after that, so I went straight to bed, which is also why you didn't get a video one day this week. There was just no upload, which was the video before this one. Oh my gosh, that stressed me out a lot, but it is what it is. And it happened, and it's over, so moving on. After that encounter, I was just so overstimulated, and I needed the claw nails off of me immediately. I needed them gone. They were too much. So I came home, ripped them off, figured that it's a good time to film me taking them off and time myself, because I actually didn't know, because I've never filed off claw nails before. And a commenter asked how long it takes me to take them off. And this was like the perfect excuse. I'm tempted to just let the video play in the corner because I filmed it. So maybe I will just leave it up there. I think it would kind of be funny if I did. And now that I have all my tips fully on, I'm gonna give that a full cure in the big lamp for a full minute. Actually, today is my self-care day, so I'm going to be drinking wine. I need to relax. I gotta chill. I've been feeling very tense this week. So we're gonna do some nails that are just simple and fun. They're gonna make me feel good. So I have, obviously, this little tool right here. I just tried him out and I love him. So I'm thinking about doing an aura today, but I also really want to do the silver cat eye. I just think this one's so gorgeous. It's like a blue-gray. And I respect that. So maybe that's on the table. What's definitely on the table is also this lace, what is this called? Transfer foil, but it's not foil, it's just lace. Actually, is foil just the name for this type of product? That's a great question that I don't have the answer to. And I'm so glad that I didn't throw away my nail art foil glue, because I've had this for like probably as long as I've been doing nails. It's probably most definitely toxic, but it's still full because I don't really use foil glue. So we're gonna get some use out of that today. So these 3 things, I'm thinking of doing a dreamy, elegant, cloudy look. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna start with the Mishu gel. I think I'm gonna go over all of my nails with this first, with 1 layer unmagnetized, and then I'll magnetize the 2nd layer. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I will be uploading every other day now. I want to do longer videos. I'm tired of these short, sad little videos, so having a day in between to edit longer formatted videos is gonna really help me do longer content. So look forward to that. And this is what all the nails look like with the cat eye gel on it. I think it's so gorgeous. I didn't realize just how much, well, I did realize, but I didn't realize how much those nails were making me feel bad until I saw these cat eyes. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I just miss cat eye gels. I need to do them more. Because what do you mean that they're cured, but it's still moving? That's just so fun. Okay, anyways, I have my little ombre tool with me. Come back here. Wow. Got him. All right. I have a little bit of white gel on the palette off screen that you can't see, but I'm telling you it's there, so you just have to trust me on this. I'm gonna do, I think, just a little bit of an aura effect in the middle. I'm not sure yet if that's what I want to do. I feel like I just want something in the middle. No, that looks bad, doesn't it? Oh, can you even see it? Okay, if you can't see it, that means it looks bad. Okay. No to the white gel. I shouldn't try to force myself to use the tool. I'm just so excited that I have it now. What if no. Let's just go in with the nail art foil glue and see how we feel about that. I think, should I do the whole nail? No, I'm only gonna do like a half tip. This. I said half, but that's more of a diagonal. So I went over the end of the tip, the free edge, with just the brush that came with the bottle, and I'm going in a diagonal line across the nail. Then I'm gonna cure that, and we're gonna try and get that lace on here, see how that works. This is the foil. I don't really care what piece I use. I'm just experimenting today. Oh, I said, okay. I guess this one was chosen. Now to figure out which side. It has to be the dull side, right? Because it wouldn't make sense to put the not dull side. Okay, we'll just hope. Ooh, okay. I see you, okay. I definitely did not do the edge at all. I'm not gonna go in and fix this one though. This one was just our trial nail. We're gonna have to just deal with this. And I dropped the foil. Oh, psych, it fell on my lap. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna top coat and we're just gonna keep that as the base. This is the learning nail. This will be our trial and error. I have my gel and top coat that I'm using. The more that I use it, the more that I'm not sure if I like it. It's a very watery consistency. I think the day that I was using it, it was just a little cooler in my room. Actually, maybe it is just the temperature straight up affecting it, and maybe it's not the product's fault. I'm gonna have to keep using it more to have a definitive answer. Which is why I think it's important whenever you test new products to test them for a while before you give a final opinion. And I forgot my own advice when I unboxed this because I just thought the packaging was so cool. So it's still a good top coat. I mean, it's hard and that's good. Diamond smooth crystal top coat. You know, whenever I bought this ball chain online, I did not expect it to be so flippin' long. I love this. This is a fantastic purchase. That's kind of the idea, right? That feels good. I'm gonna do it, but how am I gonna do it? I think what I'm gonna do is put down a glob of rhinestone glue, not on the nail, but on the palette off to the side that I referenced earlier that you just have to trust me on. Or maybe I could have done it on the nail. This is a very fine point for the product, so it is pretty accurate. Because I'm not used to that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna drag it through the gel, get it all nice and coated, get my flash cure lamp because I'm not coordinated enough to just stick this in my big lamp. And I'm going to drop this on the nail like that. That looks good. And then I take my super big, fantastic, wonderful nail clippers and I clip off the excess. I think that was a fantastic choice. That's gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to leave this alone, move on to the next nail, and then I think I might come back and do some nail art on top of this space. I think whenever I do these nails though, I'm going to be doing them different kinds of angles. Like the first one, I just want to go straight up and down the nail. Oh, did I do the right side? Yes, I did, okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I'm just not pressing hard enough with the silicone tool. That's why it looked kind of wrong. Make sure to get the sides this time. Okay, that was better a little bit. Neither of these were particularly good. That's disappointing, but again, I think it's user error. I think I'm being a little stupid about this. I'm going to go halfsies on this. Moment of truth. Oh, that was unsatisfying. Okay, I did better that time. The tip kind of suffered, but I mean, the majority of the design did come out good. So this is good, this is good. Okay, last one. Think I'll go diagonal this way? Yeah. Oh, why did you let me do that? Why'd you let me do that from there? That's such an awkward awkward place to have that in the pattern. Okay, it's okay. Okay, I definitely need more practice with this, but for today's purpose, I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get. But it's still really pretty. I can work with this. Okay, I'm gonna top coat all this real quick and I'll be right back. And so far, this is what it looks like top coated. Very nice. I like it. I did go back in and fill in some of the nails with more lace. It just felt a little empty and sporadic the way that I did it. So I went ahead and did that off screen. I'm gonna go back in with the Art Glow gel, the rhinestone glue. This time I'm gonna do it directly onto the nail. I'm gonna do it for the ring finger and the pinky. I'm gonna do it one at a time though. As I was putting that down, I was like, actually, this might feel like a bad idea. But same concept. I'm just going to drag the chain through it, but this time directly on top of the nail. So I'll just get it into position and then I'll cure it. That's actually pretty good at the first try. I think I'm gonna cut this one before I cure it, just so that I can connect it right there. I wanted it to be reminiscent of an open wound. I think that's pretty good. Oh, are you gonna focus? Thank you. I doubt that I would lose this, but I know who I am, so I'm gonna put it away immediately. Nice. So this is what I have so far. I honestly am so in love with this. It feels very minimalist while still feeling like a lot. They also feel very secure. I was kind of iffy about these nail tips. I'm not done with these nails, by the way. I was very iffy about these nail tips, but in the end, they're pretty decent for what I was expecting. Decent, but not a good product because they were advertised misleadingly. So fortunately, can't recommend them because they're not what they said they were, which they were supposed to be XL nail tips. They are pre-etched, yes, but these are not XL. Or am I? Whoa, it would be crazy. Do I have length blindness? This is not XL. This is like medium, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's medium. Yeah, the more that I use this top coat, okay, this was part of me being sloppy, but it's also just so, it is runny. It's very thin viscosity. And I don't like my top coats thin because I rely on them a lot. I rely on them a lot to cover my ridges, my bumps, my valleys, my lumps. So the fact that this is very thin and just wants to go everywhere is not great, but otherwise, apart from it being a thin top coat, it is a good top coat. Actually, before we go any further, I'm gonna top coat the underside of my nails. I forgot to do that before I did anything else, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. I have my sparkly diamond top coat with the silver glitters in it. I think that it would really accent the underside of it. I had a lady come into my work recently and she wanted to see my claw nails, so I showed her and she goes, "Can I see the underside?" And I was like, "No, you can't." She's like, "What? Why?" And I'm like, no one has ever asked to see the underside of my nails, and the one time where I didn't do like a sticker on the bottom and I did the claw nails is the one time someone asks, so you're not gonna get me again. There. Now, whenever someone asks to see the underside, they're gonna see some sparkly gray top coat. That's how I feel like I just sounded right now. I have quite a few nail stickers I want to go through real quick. I feel like I want to be spooky. It's so hard wanting to be spooky all the time and wanting to also have like really elegant nails, because option one is that I sculpt a bloody tooth on one of these nails and like frame it with pearls. And option two is doing some spooky. That better not be a slur. It sounded wrong. I think I'm fine. Anyways, spooky stickers right here. So there's some crosses, some even some little hands. Isn't that so cute? Yes, these stickers are also incredibly old. I have some ghosts, as well as I could do an eyeball. Could do a silver eyeball, one of these. Or if I wanted to be pretentious, I think that these are so fun, not because I like luxury brands. I actually think that they're quite evil and I hate them, but I think it is very fun also to like wear knockoff things. Listen, there's like some arguments over knockoff bags and stuff like that. I love knockoff bags. I think they're so fun, and you know what? No one should be spending like upwards of $5 grand on a bag or wallet. So, you know, pirate those bags all you want. They're gonna be fine. Ooh, the trick or treat could be fun. Okay, this is a potential. A back could be fun. I think these are also glow in the dark. These are definitely glow in the dark. Ooh, the hand could be fun. Okay, okay. we have some options here. not my credit card being in there. What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Also, Zhongli to bless our eyes. That's crazy. Why were you? Why were you in there? I didn't even know you were missing. That's crazy. I got some witch brooms as well. I could do a kitty sitting on it. I could do multiple kitties. Oh my gosh, I could do kitties looking at each other like they're gonna kiss. Ah, that's an option. Nope. And we got some skulls. Okay, all good options. I'm gonna put this away real quick. Don't worry, I took out my credit card from that. It's back where it belongs now. Okay, so I've narrowed it down to some Prada. The kitties. I don't think I'm gonna do this. This is too cartoonish for what I have going on right now. Same for the bats. Because wouldn't it be cute if I just had both the kitties looking at each other? And or just a Gucci logo. That could be so funny, but it wouldn't be spooky. A Gucci logo, but also having a tooth right here or right here. Okay, I think I'm gonna go Gucci logo. Oh, Gucci logo and name. Okay. If you could manifest my tweezers, that would be fantastic. I should have been more specific, but this'll do. This'll do, donkey. This'll do. Does it look luxury? I remember years and years ago, I went to the mall with a friend and we wanted to go to Gucci to just see what kind of wallets they had. And when I tell you that that was the most humbling visit of my life, not because like poor, because we were, but also like the wallets are the cheapest thing there. They're like $1,000 each. And I remember going to the store and we were intercepted by the receptionist, whoever the heck that is. And she essentially gave us a tour of the store, showed us that stupid little trunk in it that like the founder like allegedly created or some like crap like that, you know? And then kicked us out. She gave us a tour around the store straight out to the front door, and we didn't get a chance to actually look to purchase anything. And honestly, looking back at it, I would have regretted had I done it because I did have the money to do it. So I'm kind of glad that she kind of was profiling us a little bit, but also like, mind your business, lady. But what do you expect from stores like that, that price gouge products that don't actually cost that much to make? I think one great thing about the TikTok ban fiasco earlier this year and the amount of, this is not a good thing. I don't know why I said the good thing, but like the amount of racism that was exposed towards Chinese people, and then the Chinese market pushing back, exposing how those luxury products are made and where they come from, and how that we're being ripped off by these luxury brand companies. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Like, we all knew, but it's still really refreshing to hear it come straight from the source, you know? Okay, this is what I have so far. I think what I'm going to do for the pearls is I'm gonna do it on my pointer finger, and I'm gonna leave the middle finger blank because how the design goes, kind of like this. Actually, should I even do pearls? Should I just do the chain again? Do the chain around the perimeter of the nail? I think that could also look good. Hold on, I think you're onto something. I think pearls would look too out of place right now because I've already done the ball chain. Here, I'm just gonna cut off a little bit right now. I don't want to take that whole thing out again. I feel like this is an overshot, but actually that might have been an undershoot. Kind of like this rhinestone glue. Like, I don't want to say that I wasn't expecting to like it because, I mean, I was. It smells, it smells. It just smells. It smells toxic, which is fine for a gel. It kind of smells like a really sour perfume. If you then like left it out in the sun and it evaporated and then you like filled it with rubbing alcohol, that's what it smells like. It doesn't smell good. And it's a chemical, so don't go huffing your gel products, but I do notice it because I'm incredibly sensitive to smells. No way, was that the perfect amount of chain? Was I recording whenever I cut? Yes, I was, oh my gosh. That was peak amount of chain, that's crazy. I'm gonna use my yellow model gel to sculpt out that little tooth. I think that's a pretty decent tooth. I'm gonna paint it white though. Now I'm gonna paint it white and then go back in and dirty it up around the roots and the head of it, just so that it's not too pearly white. Actually, I think it would look best if it was still a white tooth because it's Gucci. They can afford teeth whitening services. But it's gonna be bloodied up because it's been pulled from a poor commoner's mouth. Isn't that a thing that happened? Like why in, what was it? Across the pond, right? Didn't they have like a lot of poor people have no teeth, not because they had bad teeth, but because they were paid money to donate their perfectly good teeth to rich people? Because rich people could actually afford confectionaries. Wow, a crazy way to just say candy and sweets. And so they had really bad teeth, but the poor people couldn't, so they had better teeth, and so they donated it for money. That's so real. Where did I learn that? That better be a fact. I'm gonna look it up. Fact check myself. And these are the finished nails. I was not expecting to go in a Gucci luxury direction, but I mean, here we are, and that's fine. I mean, I was still feeling a little spooky, so I'm glad that I did the tooth on the nail, but I feel like I really needed this just to reset from those claw nails, you know, because those were admittedly a lot. So anyways, I like them. They're fun, kind of. The underbellies are top coated, so no one can pull one up on me if they, for some reason, decide to ask to see the underneath of my nails again. Anyways, that's enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Have a good day or night, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next video.